So I'm freaking out because Jacob and I just spent the majority of the day buying this new car that I'm in right now. It's a Kia Soul, and that's already a big life change. And then as we were finishing up, I got the call from my doctor saying that I'm being induced tonight. I almost started crying in the car dealership. I'm feeling a little bit more like put together now, but I'm freaking out, and I'm about to have a baby, guys. So I don't know what to expect. I don't know what's going on, but I wanted to film my just emotions and my reactions because I know that this will be good for me to look back on. So we're in the car now and we're heading to have our baby, to be induced. And this happened, I mean, I guess I kind of knew it was gonna happen. I know that I've talked about it a little bit, but I really truly, in my honest opinion, did not think that my levels were gonna rise. And they almost doubled, I think, tripled. And so like today we went and bought groceries, but we haven't had time to even put them away yet. We put the cold stuff away, well, Jacob did, but our groceries are out everywhere. I had a lot of stuff just scattered everywhere. Thankfully the house was cleaned a couple days ago and the majority of stuff is done, but there's just a lot of last minute things that have to be done that aren't gonna get done. But my mom will be there tomorrow, so I'm not like super concerned with it, but I'm freaking out. Jacob, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. I mean, obviously, I'm as prepared as I can be.
Like I said, I don't think you can prepare for like, you can prepare to a certain extent, but you can't prepare, if that makes any sense. I go get some gas. It's about 5 o'clock on Monday, the 25th, January 25th, 2021. And we will be getting induced in probably 2 hours while it takes us to get there. So I'm so freaking nervous, oh my gosh. We decided to stop and eat because this is gonna be, I probably won't be able to eat for a while. We got Chick-fil-A because you know that's my favorite meal. This is our last meal without a baby. The next meal we probably eat, well maybe not Jacob, but the next meal I eat, I will be a mother to a baby. That's crazy. So induction has started. We got here, my blood pressure was high, so they put me on magnesium again, which I don't love, but this time was a much better experience. I didn't feel as awful as I felt last time. I've gotten blood pressure medicine a few different times. They've also are monitoring me, not monitoring me, giving me medicine for my cholestasis because I'm itching really bad, which is the whole reason I got induced, because of cholestasis. I guess I got diagnosed with that. Nobody told me why I was being induced. They just said, hey, come in, you're being induced. So I came in. They also checked my cervix. I was 1 centimeter dilated with my cervix really thin. She could actually feel baby's head coming, like she could feel it. So she put a balloon in. Also she put a pill. I don't remember what the pill is, but they'll check that again in 4 hours to see how far I've like dilated and stuff like that. My anxiety is like kind of chilled out a little bit. I'm really tired, if you can't tell. The magnesium makes me like super sleepy, so I'm probably gonna get all warm and cozy after I get some clear liquids to eat and fall asleep and try to get some sleep because the nurse will be back in about 2 hours to go over some stuff with me. But so far so good. Jacob just went to go get me some food, so I wanted to catch up with you guys before I ended up taking a nap. But this time I really truly, like, I know that I seem calm right now, but it's because I have medicine in my system. So this is it, guys. You can't see, but it's 4:35 in the morning. I have slept for maybe an hour with that magnesium, and then people have been coming in and out, in and out. I'm not any more dilated, or like nothing's changed with that part of my progression. So they kept the balloon in, and they put another pill in there to help soften my cervix. I'm having consistent contractions right now, and I wouldn't say they're painful yet. They're uncomfortable. It feels like I have to pee really bad. Like I was trying to explain it to Jacob. It feels like you have to pee like really, really, really bad. Like you've been holding your pee for like hours, but there's also a knife in there and it's just stabbing you while you have all this pressure. Very nervous for that to only get stronger. I've been dealing with a really bad headache for a couple of hours now that for some reason is not going away. I think it's muscle related, but I cannot get it to go away. It hurts really bad actually, which is why my eyes are doing that. It's mostly on this side now because I was able to massage this side. I think I mentioned earlier they did diagnose me with cholestasis, which is why I was induced early. My blood work showed that my liver enzymes had almost tripled from what they were last week, and I have been itching myself like raw. So I came here with that diagnosis not being told to me. They knew it when I came in, but then as I've been here, they have also diagnosed me with preeclampsia because my blood pressure has been high, and they did some urine, and my protein was high, which they had been monitoring me for preeclampsia. The majority of my pregnancy, my blood pressure has been an issue, and there has been protein in my urine, which is why I was in the hospital back in December, but they thought it was because I had a UTI. So the nurse did say that I have preeclampsia. So I have literally everything that nobody wants in pregnancy. I have gestational diabetes, I have gestational hypertension, chronic UTIs, preeclampsia, cholestasis, all the things. But the positive is I'm at a high-risk doctor who will be able to deliver me, who deals with this stuff all the time. Somewhat comforted. I'm so nervous about this pain and discomfort, and I really would like to sleep. Coming in like every hour to check my sugars and to check on baby because he keeps moving on a monitor, and it's just really hard to get sleep, and I haven't been sleeping very well anyway, so it's a ride so far. But day 2, and I have been sleeping the majority of the day because I had a really bad headache, and the medicine they gave me made me fall asleep. It's about 3 o'clock, and they just broke my water, and they're going to start giving me pitocin in my IV. So this is where things are starting to really get serious. The water breaking didn't hurt as bad as I thought it would, and I don't know if I told you, but in order to help me move things along before this, I got a Foley balloon to help open my cervix, along with a pill that they put up, and it helped to soften my cervix. So that's what we've been doing so far. Now my water's broke, and they'll start the pitocin to get the contractions going, I guess. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know exactly what that does, but I know that a lot of people get it when they're being induced. It's a little after 6 p.m. My contractions are getting closer together and a bit more painful. They're not painful enough yet where I've asked for an epidural. I'm about a 6 in dilation, and other than my headache, which is still here, I'm feeling really, really good. My mouth is really dry, and I've been really thirsty. But other than that, I think I'm doing okay. I don't know, this is such a weird experience, you know? And my contractions are getting a little bit more intense, as you just saw. They're closer together, and they're becoming a little bit more painful. I still haven't asked for an epidural yet because I'm able to manage them with breathing. My headache is still there, and I'm starting to feel a little lightheaded, so I'm going to eat some dinner real quick. My sister just left. My sister was able to come and stay for a little bit, which was really, really, really nice. She's my best friend, and I wanted her to be here as much as possible. It sucks that she can't be here for the actual process of him being born, but they already set up his little bed over there, and I'm currently in active labor because I'm at a 6, so it's really starting to like progress now. It still hasn't hit me that I'm about to meet my son. It's just crazy, but the contractions, I'm surprised aren't as painful as I thought. I'm just scared that I'm going to wait too long for the epidural, and then I'm going to be, you know, miserable. So I may be asking for that within the next couple of hours, maybe. I need to talk to my nurse and see what the thing is for that. I'm getting really tired again, so I'm going to eat some of this food and probably lay back down and try to get some more sleep.
Good job. Take a deep breath. Let's do it again. Big breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Big deep breath. And push. Good job. Keep going. You're doing awesome. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. Just let it stand there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 10. Deep breath in. One more. Push. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. That's going to have the energy to keep going. Big push. Keep going. I'm seeing his head. Seeing his head, Mama. You're doing great. You see him? There he is. That's him. You don't have to push if you're not contracting. You can relax. It's okay.
I'm having my first real meal after giving birth, and it's biscuits and gravy. Last night Jacob went and got me a Rice Krispie treat and something to drink, but I was not feeling good after I delivered, so I'm so excited. I've been thinking about blueberry muffins for the longest time, so I got one of those and I'm really excited. I'm gonna be sitting down and kind of going over things with you guys in the next clip to tell you guys about the amazing experience I had giving birth and going over what's been happening, but I'm gonna eat this food first because I'm hungry. Hi, so I filmed this morning when I was eating biscuits and gravy, and today has been another day that went by very fast. I finally got my hands on the beautiful Chick-fil-A sweet tea that I have been craving since I got diagnosed with gestational diabetes, so I'm really excited that I'm finally able to have that, but it's very sweet. I've been drinking it very, very slow. My eye is crossing because I'm tired because I haven't slept. I wanted to sit down and talk with you guys because I didn't really get to talk with you guys. Jacob did film a little bit of the labor process, but the camera stopped filming right before I pushed him out and they held him up. I heard it click off and we had a break, and so I could have had Jacob fix it, but I was just in the moment and I didn't even think about it. So I got a little bit of clip footage from the labor process, but I will tell you right now, labor was one of the most amazing experiences I have ever experienced in my life. I expected it to be way different than what it was, but I'm very thankful. I pushed through the contractions until I was probably about a 7, I think. And the only reason I started to do it is because I wasn't getting a lot of breaks in between the contractions to recover. So I went ahead and asked for an epidural. When I set up to get the epidural, there was a lot of pain. I could feel the baby pushing down on me. They did the epidural, which did not hurt. I expected it to hurt really bad. As soon as I laid down from getting the epidural, a doctor came in to check me, and the doctor said, she's at a 10, and baby was already coming down. And so she's like, we have to deliver now. So people just started rushing in. And at this, right before I got my epidural, I was trying to take a nap because I'm on a medicine right now called magnesium that I was on at the time of delivery, and it makes me very loopy. I'm on it right now and I feel like I'm not in the right headspace. I need to take a nap. So I was insanely tired and I was not in the right headspace. Jacob's you can tell that you're on something. So all these people came in, they're telling me that I'm getting prepped to deliver and to start pushing, and I guess I didn't realize that during I thought labor was constantly pushing, but you actually get breaks. You push with each contraction, and so there were times where I'd be pushing. Each contraction I would push 10 times in 3 sets, and I thought that's how it would be constantly, and then I would relax and then I'd be okay, I'm having another contraction, and then we'd push again. I probably was in labor. I was in active labor for a while, but I think I pushed for 45 minutes or something like that, give or take. They said it was really quick for a first-time mom to deliver that quickly. I did have some birth preferences. One of the birth preferences is that I wanted immediate skin to skin. As soon as he came out, I wanted him to be laid on my chest, and they brought him out. When I pushed him out, I didn't think that it was going to be the time, because I kept pushing him out and his head would come out and then it would go back in, and I was getting frustrated because it was really like uncomfortable. I don't even think my epidural worked because it was within 10 minutes of getting my epidural that I started pushing. When I pushed him out, I instantly felt relief. They put a towel on him and they set him down on my stomach, and he wasn't making a noise. He wasn't crying or anything like that. And so I'm like, why isn't he crying? Like, why isn't he saying anything? And I'm looking at him and I can see that he's turning purple. And one of the ladies holding him was like, we have to take him. And so she just immediately ripped him away and went over to the other corner of the room. And I'm like looking at Jacob, trying to figure out what's going on. And he's trying to like keep me calm, but I can tell he's trying to like listen to what they're saying, and nobody's saying anything. That's like, they're all talking to each other, and I'm like, what's going on? Like, is my baby okay? Why isn't he crying? Like, what's going on? And everyone just kept saying like, she'll tell you soon, she'll tell you soon. She being the person in charge of the NICU, freaking out. They're like, Dad, you can go over there and like see your baby. So then Jacob left me to go over there and try to see what was going on with baby. They ended up pushing him away. Nobody's telling me anything. I'm trying to deliver my placenta and get stitched up, and I still don't know what's going on with my baby. And like I said, I was insanely loopy because of the magnesium. So then I see them put Gideon in like a bed thing and roll him off, and then someone comes up and said, she's gonna come talk to you shortly, ma'am. I still didn't understand until this morning why my baby was taken away from me. But basically what happened was, when he was born, so the medicine I keep talking about that makes me loopy is called magnesium, and they gave it to me because I had insanely high blood pressure, and it helps so that you don't have seizures and stuff like that. And the way that it makes me feel, it makes baby feel. So I feel like I'm out of it. I'm loopy. I just want to sleep. Like, I feel like a giant noodle basically. And so he felt that way. And so whenever he came out, he wasn't breathing on his own because he was super tired. And so they had to intubate, I think. I don't know why I keep not remembering how to say that. Basically, they had to put a tube down his throat to help him breathe. And so I didn't actually get to see him until hours after he was delivered. I didn't get to, like, the only time I could touch him was when I stuck my hand in his little thing, and I was only allowed to like just put my hand on him. That was really hard, and I still didn't quite understand what was going on. So then this morning they told me that I could go see him, so we went and saw him, and they said that he was doing really well. He ended up getting his tube taken out today, and so I was actually able to hold him and try to breastfeed him, which he did really great breastfeeding and latching on. I will hopefully be getting discharged tomorrow, and I'm hoping and praying that they will discharge Gideon as well, because I don't want to go home without him. Even if they discharge me early, I will stay in the NICU. Even if they discharge me before they discharge him, I've already told them that I will be staying in the NICU, and they're fine with that. So I will just go from my postpartum room to the NICU room, and I will stay with him in NICU until he gets out. But he's looking like he's doing really, really, really well. And yeah, I'll probably make a full video talking about my labor experience, and I'll probably repeat this again, but because that was a not so good part of it. Labor actually was, like, as a whole, a really amazing experience, and I'm really thankful that I got to experience it. It just sucks that it ended with my baby going to the NICU and having to be there, and me not being able to love on him and hold him and actually like try to be a parent because someone else is taking care of him. But it was just, it all happened so fast. There was so much going on, so it's hard to like put it into words. Good morning vlog. I'm not sure if I'm going to start this as a new vlog or if I'm going to add it to an older vlog, but today is Sunday, January 31st, and we are getting to go home from the NICU. They were saying we probably would get to go tomorrow, but little Gideon over here crushed his goals. He's gonna start getting fussy. Crushed his goals. He's back up to his birth weight, and he's doing amazing. So they said they're gonna up his feedings, but we can do that at home. So we're going home to meet his grandparents and his kittens, and I'm so excited. Right now we're just waiting on the doctors to do some finalizing rounds and to get his paperwork, and then we're busting out of here. See, I crushed all my goals, and now I get to go home, and my going home outfit is swallowing me whole because my mom and dad thought that I was going to be a bigger baby. But I'm just a little small guy. Hey, that's your brother.
And look, don't get in there.
Welcome home. Look, my mom made these little signs for us. Hi, guys. Hi. Oh, he's awake. He's awake. No, you did not get in there. No. Don't get on him. Don't get on him. Roland, what do you think of your baby brother?
Sir? Sir, are you aware that you're a baby?